Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM21 story, The Head Coach with me, Daniel. We're back for part 107 today and I am extremely conflicted and need your help. I've got two jobs that I can go to. One is a new job. The other is redemption at Real Madrid. We have not been sacked here and we have got next season to try and save the day and regain the title that we lost in the most ridiculous of circumstances. We've got a job offer for another giant, which should be a big job. It should be a good job. And the question I'm asking myself is, can I put myself through it again at the risk of losing the title to a very strong Barcelona side? I'm not quite sure about that. So if you're looking forward to finding out what we choose and helping me along the way, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for daily FM21 content from two long-term stories. There's links in the eye above to all the other playlists and the new food channel as well. And you can find a link to my Twitch channel in the description below. We've got our biggest ever month of streaming coming. We've got Euros watch-alongs, we've got FM streams and much, much more. So please do come and follow us over there. A massive thank you for watching as always. Now let's talk about our job opportunities, because I really don't know which to take. We have lost out on the job that I definitely wanted. Now that job was Bayern Munich. It went to Julian Nagelsmann. He left Juventus to go there, so big club for big club, but back to Germany. It makes sense. And he'd done a wonderful job at Juventus. He'd won it 3 years in a row with them. However, after a Bayern side had slipped to 6th, it was the perfect opportunity to come back and save the day. Now, without that, and with the two options I've got, there isn't much of a doubt to me that Real Madrid is probably the better challenge, in the sense that we've got a wonderful opponent in Barcelona. We bottled it at the end of last season and threw it away. And we've got redemption that needs to be had. We've got a director of football who's not really signing anyone. We've got a squad that's a little bit thin on the ground. And Real Madrid would be the toughest challenge of the two. However, the head coach is not about staying at the club that is the toughest challenge of the teams. It is about taking the job that you would take in real life. And of the job offer and Real Madrid, I'm leaning towards the job offer on instinct, on it being a chance to easily rebuild my reputation or prevent the first sacking of the series. The money's exceptional, the opportunity's great, so I don't quite know what to do. But I feel like it wouldn't be the head coach if I don't go with my heart. So what I think that means, let me know down in the comments what you think as you see as we go along. But I'm leaning towards saying goodbye to Real Madrid because I don't know that I can put myself through it again after how last season finished. If we have a look at the squad itself, I know most of it's on holiday at the moment, but we've got to mid-July, the window's open and not a lot's happened. In terms of the outs though, nothing in terms of permanence here bar Pellistri, whose contract's expired. And in terms of released players, Lautaro Martinez has left the club as well. So two of our first team squad from last year, making the squad even thinner. We've got a massive transfer budget yet again, which hasn't been used yet again. And I'm just left with a sense of frustration at the way the club's being run and feel like I'm going to be held accountable for it. Now, we did win the cup double in Spain, so it's not gone completely awry. But this director of football, given his attributes, given what he should be like, has not done a huge amount for us. They've given a new contract to the head of youth development, who's really not very good. There's just a lot behind the scenes that's making me think leaving is the right option. I know we will be sad to miss a couple of the superstar pros. I mean, there are some more that will be leaving the club. Chiesa's going to be one of them. Jacobo's transfer listed. And there's no sign of replacements coming. So I think I'm within my right to be a little bit worried here. However, there are still people like Dave Klassen, who is one of the best strikers I've ever seen. There are still people like Cesar Fernandez, who is an incredible player, homegrown in the nation. But I don't think it's enough. So I think I'm leaning towards leaving Real Madrid. Let me know what you think. And I think it's just the mental state. As a manager, I've got to that position where I think I can't continue here. And that's never a healthy state to be in. So given the fact that the new job is another super club, it's another opportunity to really win titles, to really take a team somewhere, I feel like I have to do it. And if we want one more argument for Real Madrid in terms of leaving, look at how many of those first teamers are over 30. We've got Davis, Ferreira, Militao, Locatelli, Tomori, Chiesa, Bentancur, Simon. And if they don't get replaced, and we probably haven't got the budget to replace all of them with first team stars, we are going to be in big trouble with Real Madrid and the Barcelona dominance will continue. So I'm not saying that we definitely won't come back to Spain before the end of the series, But I think at the moment we're going to be leaving on a Copa del Rey and a Spanish Super Cup. Let me know if you agree with the decision I'm edging towards. And of course, you'll have even more of an idea when we have a look at the club we've been offered a job by. It wasn't the Bayern Munich one we really wanted. It's a club that's slightly less of a challenge perhaps, but maybe in Europe will be slightly more ambition for us. It is Juventus, a zebra as they're called in this save. They don't like giving their naming rights out to many people, do they? But they've offered us a contract on 150 grand a week. If I give you a comparison, we've got a Real Madrid deal on basically the same for 2 more years. The benefits of us going to Juventus, contractually, financially, we've got another season there. We're replacing Julian Nagelsmann, who went to Bayern Munich, so we know that Bayern recruit from there if we need a job over there moving forward as well. And it's a really good opportunity. We've got to maintain the status as the most reputable team in Italy, 4-year deals for first team players at least, sign young players for a profit, maintain the club status as arguably the biggest team in Europe and in the world, and maintain the best youth system in the world. If we look at what they want to do for the season, win Serie A, win the Italian Cup. They don't care about the Super Cup or the European Super Cup, which means they must have won one of the big competitions. And the Champions League, they've got to reach the semi-finals. So, the fact they're in there against Atalanta, I'm guessing they won the Champions League. I think we're going to the Champions League winners. We are. They beat Liverpool 1-0 in the final. But I feel like it's the perfect opportunity. After bottling a league title at Real Madrid, to then be offered a job by the side that have just won the Champions League and Serie A, I don't think I can turn that down. And this isn't the Serie A that's at the start of the game in real life. This is Serie A that has overtaken the Bundesliga. So I feel like I have to take it. Juventus is the job for me. I'm going to go and take it anyway. Let me know in the comments if you think it's the right decision. But we promised we'd take the job that we thought was right, that we'd take in real life. And my instinct is telling me this one's the right job. So let's see if we can get the wage up 5 grand a week just to match what we earn at Real Madrid. And it's a 2-year extension in terms of contract, actually. I don't think we're going to get it, are we? We'll try once more. No, we're going to stay on 150 grand a week. But it's a move to Juventus, a move to Italy, and a chance to win more new competitions. I'll see you in a moment for our first day at the club. We're going to meet the staff, we're going to meet the players, and I'm sure you'll be shouting at me in the comments. I'll see you there. Here we go, and it is certainly a move that will spark plenty of heated debate. We have left Real Madrid to join Juventus. 20 million in compensation, an incredible effort there. Thierry Henry was considered the favourite for the job, but it's unclear whether we were favoured all along. Interesting. So don't forget, it was only 2 years ago we were winning Premier League Manager of the Year. We're not a bad manager overnight. We've won the Champions League before, we've won league titles before, and we still won 2 trophies last year. So we've got a great opportunity. We are the club expected to win the league. We've got the 60,000-seater stadium, the state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional youth recruitment, 5-star reputation, a top media prediction, and we've got a director of football in place, not an assistant manager at the moment. Though on that side note, Real Madrid, Marco van Basten had retired, so we didn't have one there when we left either. Let's have a look, though, at Pasquale Cipriani. He is the current director of football, and I'm interested to know what he's rated like, because the one at Real Madrid, great attributes, didn't do a huge amount. This one, exceptional. We're going to go and see what his personality is later as well, but he looks very, very special. So, a great club, rich in history. Let's go and see what's expected of them. Is there anyone we recognise? De Ligt's still there at centre-half, Anana in goal, Ain't Nori at left-back, but not too many others. So, a lot of regen still, but a few of those really good young players in game still at Juventus in the first team. Let's get through to the next one. We know all about the club vision, we know what they want to do, and we completely back it. There's no problems with that. And we get through to the first day at the club. There's £1 million a week on the wage budget available. There's nearly 100 million of transfer budget available. And we'll say we'll reach the semi-final of the Champions League too. So we're going to do what we usually do. We'll have a look at the key staff and we'll have a look at the players. And then at the end, you'll probably be better informed to tell me if it's the right decision or not. Let's go and start with the staffing as always. So the director of football is going to be the first one we look at. We know he's got brilliant attributes. He's got a driven personality. So he shouldn't be one holding things up. He'll just want to get it done. He's only been a lower league player actually by the looks of it. But director of football Sampdoria, he's been at Juventus for 20 years now. We know he's got the experience. We know he's got the ability. And if the squad's good and he's brought a lot of them in, we know we've got someone to look forward to. I've just had my eye caught by the under-18s manager, which is Dirk Kuyt, former Liverpool man, model professional personality and an excellent coach as well. So he's a pretty impressive man there. The head of youth development is a Spaniard. Interesting. Rayco Alamo. 10.5 grand a week he's earning. He's been here for 4 years. He's an exceptional coach, an exceptional judge of character, and an exceptional judge of ability. He is a perfect man for the job. Certainly a big step up from Real Madrid, where the staffing did underwhelm us slightly, and maybe that cost us late in the season. Anything to absolve myself from blame. Who's the chief scout? Francesco Carniato. He's not bad. Nothing that sets the world alight, but he's doing a good enough job. So overall, it's a big step up from Real Madrid in terms of the coaches and the staff that are already here. What we need to do now is see if the playing staff matches that, because we don't really want to have a massive summer. I'm guessing by the fact they've won the Champions League and the Serie A title, they're not going to need a huge amount of work. I just want to see if they've lost anyone since that first. So they've lost someone on a free to Southampton, who's a good left back, and they've lost someone to PSG, who's a good winger. So I'm hoping they're going to have a very good team. They've signed a free agent from Partizan Belgrade, who, wow, how have they got him on a free agent deal? That's incredible. The director of football proving his worth again there. No other deals in the summer so far, so let's go and take a look at the squad. We'll start with the youth and development teams, just to see if there's anyone of a star ability that needs promoting. But the most we've got here, by the looks of it, is 2-star. Though there are some, just below that, as you can see, at 17, with massive potential at this club. The under-20s, much the same, 2 stars the best, but a few with big potential. And then we've got a 15-year-old who looks like he's going to be a gem. Giorgio Colella. He's a young centre midfielder from Iran, but he's got a lot of talent, he's got a lot of ability, and I think he might be a first teamer in the long-term future of Juventus. So with that all done, there's not really anyone to promote. And with that done, let's go and finish at the place you most like to see, the senior squad on our first day at the club. We've put them in position order, and I start by saying I get very excited when I see young Romanian players in this team, because we've worked with a couple in this save and they've been pretty spectacular. There's also a £55 million valued 19-year-old Italian, and if that's out of the youth academy, we could be in a good position. So let's start with the goalkeepers. Anana, 35 years of age now, still very good, just losing his physicality a touch, but he'll do a job for the first season if needed. And he is backed up and deputised for by Andrea Zaninetti, who is worth £5 million at 21. Not very good. We could do with a keeper, let's put it that way. Let's get into defence though. We'll start with left back on this occasion. Only one player that can play left back, which is of slight concern. Ryan Aitnouri is the man, at Wolves in real life, and looks a very talented kid. Has played for Atletico Madrid, has played in France, played here a few years as well. He's an elite level left back. He's a very good footballer. He's a French international. Solid enough. Pretty much on the same level as the left back we had at Real Madrid in Davis and Clayton. He's about the same. On the right hand side, we've got Rui Simões. Now, he is another Portuguese fullback, and he is exceptional. 4.5 star ability, 4.5 potential. 22 caps for his country. Can play centre-half, right-back, right wing-back, and right-back. And Italy does like a back three occasionally, so we might have a look at that later down the line. What a player he is. He's a wonderful footballer, and he'll be first choice for sure. In terms of the rest of them that are marked as centre-halves, we'll start with Nicolas Ceballos. So he is a non-EU player, which we do have to watch out. There are some different rules in Serie A. We'll talk about them in the transfer special next time. He is 22 years of age. He's a solid centre-half, 3-star ability, good ball player, really good physically, good personality. He'll do a job. He's an Argentinian international and he's just learning his trade. We've got another one from South America in the shape of Marcelo, who is a 20-year-old Brazilian. He is 3.5-star ability and he's officially a wonder kid. So again, very good physically and mentally. Maybe a slight attribute dip technically, and it seems to be aerially he's got the main problem. But he's good on the ball, he's fantastically athletic, and he's got that great positioning, which we always talk about in a centre-half. So happy to work with him. Alongside him, a man that needs no introduction, Matthias de Ligt. He is 4.5-star ability ball-playing centre-half, has lost none of his physicality at 31, has lost none of his mentality, and none of his technical attributes. He is a world-class centre-half, marked as legendary, has played for a Dutch side that are ranked first in the world, a Dutch side that won Euro 2024, and a Dutch side that got to the World Cup final in 2022. He's got talent. He'll know Dave Klaassen as well, so maybe you can put a little word in for him if we haven't got a top striker. Right, Takehiro Tomiyasu, another non-EU player from Japan, 32 years of age, worth 28 million. Natural at right back, 3.5 star ability. Natural at centre half, 3-star ability. A bit like Tomori at Real Madrid, just a really solid backup. So happy to have him along for the season if need be. The other two are ranked as defenders and midfielders, so he might be edging up the pitch here. 24-year-old Italian Adriano Schietroma. He is a holding midfielder and centre mid. Elite level midfielder, 4-star ability. He's brilliant. He's an Italian international. He's not come through at the club. He was signed from Lazio. But mentally he's exceptional. He's got great stamina. He's good in the tackle. I like him. Proper good player. The other one is Roberto de Freitas, a Uruguayan player at 23 years of age. He is 3.5-star ability, 4-star potential. 2-footed, very good technically, both defensively and on the ball. He's also pretty good physically, maybe not quite so strong on the mental side of things. But a good defensive midfielder, another one who can play naturally in centre mid as well. Two very good midfielders to start with. Does leave us a little bit light in terms of options at the back though. Maybe a left back who can cover at centre half, and we'd be just about sorted for the season then. So let's move on to the rest of them. Sandro Tonali is at the club. A famous young name in real life, an elite level midfielder, just dipping a tad stamina wise, but the rest of his game's exceptional. He's wonderful mentally, he's great on the ball, he's a proper playmaker. He can play in that holding role, he can play in centre midfield, and he's got 88 caps for Italy. We could not ask for much more than him. What a player. The next one is a 20-year-old Italian, Pietro Bruni. He is worth £15 million, 2.5-star ability, 4-star potential, youth academy product, good in centre mid. Just a solid backup. We'll certainly try and get him some game time in the league where possible. We've then got a 21-year-old Norwegian, Andreas Ege. He is 19 caps for his country, 3-star ability centre mids. Again, pretty good on the ball, good mentally, tireless, he works hard, and he's got big potential. I mean, they're paying breakthrough prospects 160 grand a week, which might be a worry in terms of the financial side. But another very good young player at the club. Sana Balde is next up, so he has got the highest value, I think, at 73 million. He's a Portuguese centre mid at 26 years of age. Oh, wow. He's a number 10, so I think it will be the same formation as Real Madrid, perhaps. But what a talent. I mean, Portugal are famed for producing wonderful number 10s, but he is very much another one of them. Elite level midfielder. I'm starting to see why they won the Champions League. And squad-wise, this might actually be a step up, if not a sideways step from Real Madrid. Certainly not a step down by any stretch. Robert Gandara is next up. He is a right midfielder who can cover centre mid. He's 24 years of age and he's Spanish. Little disappointing actually for the value. He's wanted by some clubs. He's only a squad player. Never made a senior appearance for Spain and he's an inverted winger, apparently. But he's right-footed, so he'll be a natural winger. He's brilliant physically. He's electric quick, but not the best player in the world. And will probably only be a backup for me. So with that in mind, we need to hope that this guy's pretty good. Valentin Popov, a 23-year-old Bulgarian. Right midfielder, attacking mid and centre forward. So he's a natural right winger. Got 45 caps for his country. Good technique. Really good physically. And he's got a little bit more in a dribble. He's a good set piece taker. He's got a good touch. Still not extremely exceptional, but a very good player nonetheless. On to the next one. We've seen this guy already. Ninoslav Ristivajevic. I'm pretty surprised I managed to get that out first time. He's a centre mid and attacking mid. 4-star ability, 5-star potential. And they got him on a free agent deal. That tells you everything you need to know about the director of football here. What a player. What a squad addition he's going to be. And as a youngster, we'll try and get him loads of game time. Now the one I want to meet the most. Raul Coste is an 18-year-old Romanian number 10. We've seen all of the world-class centre-halves they're producing. But what are they like for attacking midfielders? Let's go and have a look. He's worth 10 million quid. He's wanted on loan, so hopefully he's not going to be a disappointment. He's not. 2.5-star ability, 5-star potential, natural in centre mid and can play further forward. Just made his first appearance for Romania. And he's a wonder kid officially. He's someone who's going to be very special. I don't know whether the director of football is planning on loaning him out though. What sort of clubs are in for him? Big clubs. Sevilla, Schalke, Sporting Lisbon, Nantes and Frankfurt. So either way he's going to get a good opportunity. But I would like him to be involved here, to be brutally honest. Though that might be changed by the next few names because there's more attacking midfielders to come. Nassi Unavar is next. He's a £65 million Dutch midfielder at 28 years of age. A natural off the left wing or as a number 10. Exceptional player. Can't cross the ball, but that's alright if he's an inverted winger. He's an elite level player. He's got 92 caps for Holland and 24 goals. He's absolutely stunning. What a player he is. Next up, Mirko Tedesco, 49 million Italian attacking midfielder. Plays naturally off the left, can do anything in the other roles as well. Not great. He's transfer listed already, actually. I was going to say if he'd come out of the youth team, it'd be fine, but he's not. He was signed last summer as a sort of squad player. And he will be okay as a squad player if we need him. Again, very good physically, but not the standard of technical attributes we would assign with a top European player. So I wouldn't be devastated if he's gone, but I'm sure he'll get the odd game if not. Next up is Giovanni Bongiorni, who is a 19-year-old, 55 million rated Italian. Please be a youth intake player and please be good. He's from the academy. He's exceptional and he's a centre forward. So he's a wonder kid. He can play as an advanced forward, complete forward or deep line striker. He's got 3 caps for Italy. He's a regular starter and he's another official wonder kid. He works his backside off. He's very good technically, bar finishing ironically, and he's solid across the board physically. I can see with another year of first team football, he could be as good as Dave Classen. I really do believe that. It's just whether any of the other strikers knock him out of the team. Or do we need to go 2 up front? We'll find out. Sebastiano Esposito is next. He's 29 years of age and worth 63 million. He's another natural striker, can play off the left. 3.5 star ability, a squad player. Came in last year from Manchester United. I thought I recognised him. He was the one who kept breaking our heart in cup competitions. He's got plenty of experience, he's still got plenty of physicality, and he's composed in front of goal. So I've got no doubt that he'll be a crucial member of the squad. 2 more to go though. The first is an experienced player. Mark back at 25 years of age, a Dane. Second highest value in the squad at 71 million. Is he going to have the highest quality? Oh, he is. 4.5 star ability. A left winger, a number 10. A stunning player. How are we fitting these in? We'll find a way because they're brilliant. But what a player he is. Loads of caps for Denmark, loads of goals as you'd expect. And 171 appearances already. He's used to this club and he's already a bit of a stalwart. And we finish off with one with a very low value by the terms of this squad. In fact, I think, bar a couple of the youngsters, he is the lowest. He's a 21-year-old Croatian striker, Eddie Ivancevic. He's good. He's the best finisher at the club. He's got an interesting style of play. He's maybe not the quickest, but he's brilliant. He's got 5-star potential. He just needs game time. And it's how we get it to all of these players. It's a nice problem to have that we've got too many quality players, given where we were with that small squad at Real Madrid. And if we can just get 1 or 2 additions, I mean, I'm looking at it and thinking, goalkeeper, left back, job done. It's a brilliant side. It's a side I'm really looking forward to working with, and I feel like we've made the right decision now. We will of course be back with transfer news and with our first day of the season. That will be the European Super Cup against Atalanta, a fellow Italian team. That will be the next episode and a chance to win a trophy in our very first game in charge. And we left Tottenham straight after winning the Champions League, so it could be a new trophy in our very first match. If you're looking forward to that one though and you did enjoy today's episode, please do chuck a thumbs up on it. Let me know what you think of the change. Let me know if you think it was the right decision. And will we end up back in Spain again in the future? Let me know what you think. If you want to stay up to date and see how we get on this season, subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on. You get alerts as daily videos released from 2 long-term stories. You can catch up with all the playlists in the eye above, as well as a link to the new food channel as well. Any support you can give would be greatly appreciated. And if you want to stay up to date with our biggest ever month of live streaming, please do follow the link to my Twitch channel down in the description and follow along for regular content. We're going to be streaming loads of new Euros watch-alongs, something I've never done before as the big tournament kicks off. And we've also got regular Football Manager streams as well, so plenty to enjoy over there. But a massive thank you for watching, your continued support as always, it is greatly appreciated. And I'll see you next time for more big episodes with Juventus, our new club, including a first game with transfers, and hopefully a first trophy.